Okay, so now we're live on YouTube. Hello, everyone from YouTube. Good morning. I need to explain a little bit what Talk and Talk is, okay, before we start. So Talk and Talk is a conversation platform where you can schedule classes or immersions and talk in any language that you want. We have English, French, Italian, Spanish, and we come here and talk. We won't correct you. We won't be mean to you. It's a very cool place to study English and other languages. So um, be welcome to access our website and schedule a thing there. Today we're talking about RPG. So let me send the questions on the chat. Okay. Can you see them? Yes? So I'll start with Vanessa, who already knows what RPG is. Okay. Vanessa, how would you define a character?
In my case, I'm played DOD
Dungeons and Dragons.
and RPG and the classical Vampire the Masquerade, and my character is normally this Tremor clan, and this is a vampire, and she have characteristics for health and physical force, or agility, is strength, agility, and some magical attacks. But in this game, this alone character is not, she not insert these groups, and I like so much the solitary character. But in general, this master and include this mission, other missions, other characters, and that's it. It's very important to develop for history, and it's very interesting, this develop this abilities, social abilities.
Yeah, that's true. I even put here a question that it's if you think that RPG improves your social skills, because it's just like theater, right?
Yes.
And then it really improves. The rest of the girls, I guess, they never played RPG before, but it really improves your social skills because you really need to be and to talk to other people and be something different than you are, and you need to create a lot of things. And it's really nice. But let's see. Deborah, how would you define a character?
Oh, my personal, yeah,
I'm sorry?
in my personal fiction.
No, yeah, you don't need to be related to RPG, but how would you find a character, un personaje? How would you define
Okay.
it?
I normally like fiction as very fiction, and but she have a little magic, and it's very fiction. Okay, but I like human. I like this human, but I have magic. I love this in fiction. But character passional in life real, my passion is a little shy. Yes, a little shy.
Okay. And you, Julia, how would you define a character?
I don't play so much games, but for me, I think a character is like we are representing something, usually a person or an animal, or no, can be anything. And this character has some power, some ability, and different spells. and also different lifestyles, no? So it can change the way the game is. It depends on the character you choose.
Nice. Okay, a nice definition of a character. Great. Let's see. Deborah, have you ever played TTRPG, tabletop role-playing game? If not, would you like to? Why? Why not?
No, I never play RPG, but yes, I like play games with cards. For example, I play games right now. A game called Hearthstone. I love this. And I Vanessa.
Yeah, no, it's a great game. I know it as well. It's a great game.
And
I like
love
so
it,
much
Thiago.
card games. I like so much. I
Yeah.
play. My husband is very fan for Magic. This
I love
Yeah,
Magic.
very-
he have most all the cards for the
They are
planets.
great guys. They're great. To
The
be a nerd is so
Hearthstone
cool.
is very cool game.
Yeah,
And I
it's
love
cool.
it, Diablo. I love it this.
Diablo is great. But you play the video game. Diablo, the video game.
No, I prefer in computer.
In computer. Nice.
Yes, because I think it's very good. How can I say graphics? Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
it's very
graphics.
good graphics in computer.
Nice. And Diablo is a great game. I like to play it as well. And also Diablo is a kind of RPG, but it's a video game, right?
Okay.
So Vanessa, have you ever played TTRPG? If not, would you like to? Why? Why not? I know you did, but I need to ask you. Vanessa, you're muted. I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. What these questions? Which?
The question number 2. Have you ever played TTRPG? If not, would you like to? Why and why not?
I play it, but I played when was 20. Now I am 14 years, and and I think this game is very cool, but I don't have times now. But it's now I like so much, and I try playing this Dota 2. It's other classes, this RPG, and it's not tabletop. It's online, né? Morphe, MMO, né? RPG, que é massive multiplayers, online.
I know that it's MMORPG, massive multiplayer online game.
Yes.
Yeah.
I play when I have time. Is Dota 2 is get this game é de time, né? O jogo. And this objective, this destroyed base from enemies. These characters have spells and other abilities and transforms and classes and the humans, the groups, né? Humans are elves and monsters and animals and
a lot of things.
A lot of things. And that's it. I like so much this RPG. Qualquer modo.
Any kind.
Any
Of
kind.
any kind. Yeah, that's a really cool thing to do. And we nowadays we have a lot of different kinds, right? You can play it online. You don't need to have like a board game or people with you at the moment. So we are developing these things, guys. It's great. Julia, have you ever played TTRPG? If not, would you like to? Why? Why not?
No, I never played. I only played board games, simple games. But I have curiosity to know more about. But at the same time, I think it's very complicated. You need to know a lot of the history of the characters, and this game lasts forever. No, you need to
It
have
takes a
time.
long time. It takes a
Yeah.
long time. That's why usually people don't have time to play when they get older, right? Just like Vanessa mentioned, it takes a long time to end RPG game, but it's nice. You enjoy yourself while you're playing, although it takes a long time.
Yeah, I need to try one day.
Yeah, it's nice, and we have a lot of different stories. It's nice. Vanessa, do you think these kind of games are good for imagination and creativity?
Yes, principalmente,
Mainly.
mainly the TTRPG and the DOD, for because it is create for histories is depend the more imaginations the developer the this master and the players. A match takes a long time, and you use so much your mind for create and create forms and create abilities and create the history in absolutely, and this is very important for developing this mind and raciocínio rápido. I don't know.
Your fast logic.
Yes, and that's it.
Nice. And you, Julia, do you think these kind of games are good for imagination and creativity?
Yeah, I think so. I agree with Vanessa because you can define the direction of the game. Depends of the things you say, so you need to be creative. Otherwise, the game is boring. So I think the people need to be inventing some things, need to be thinking all the time. So I think so.
That's
DOD
totally
not boring.
yeah, it's not boring, and it's nice because you never know the end. It's always change, right? It doesn't follow a true line. Like it's not linear. It can change with the things with the dice or with the things that happen. So it's really nice because it's different all the time. It's never the same thing. It's never boring.
And
It's great.
Gio, I have a question for you. Where do you live in Rio?
No, I don't live in Rio anymore. I live in Minas Gerais, but I used to live in Teres. I was born in Niterói, but then I moved to Teresópolis, and now I'm in Minas Gerais.
In Niterói is have now nowadays one group for DOD is
Really?
very
Nice.
active. My friends mastered this vampire of characters, and eu ia te convidar se você fosse daqui.
Ah, nice. Thank you. Great. I would love to go, but I don't live there anymore. But it is a great invitation. Thank you. I love those things. I think they are really nice. But nowadays, I play more online, right? Because I don't have time to be with my friends. But by the way, my boyfriend has an Instagram that is related to RPG because he loves it so much. It's called Clube dos Taberneiros. It's really cool. If you like it, you can check later. It's really nice.
Okay, I'm checking.
And that's it. And I think it's really good for our creativity and imagination and for our social skills, because I was not anymore, but I was really shy when I was a kid, and that helped me because as you can see, I talk a lot nowadays, right? So yes, I like it, and I think it's really good for our imagination, creativity, social skills, everything. All of those games that you play with other people and you need to interact, they are great for your imagination, creativity, social skills, everything. What do you think about that, Deborah? Do you think those kind of games are good for imagination, creativity?
Yes, I totally agree if you said about the games, Vanessa and you. You improve your imagination and creative and English because yes, because nowadays I understand in English about the pronunciation, the games. Yeah. Now the dialogue started to make sense, but but in my past games I try translation. Yeah, can I say tradução?
Translation.
Translation.
You try to translate. You try to
Yes.
translate the things, and now you can understand this in English, right?
Exactly.
Nice.
This is. But now this dialogue starts to make sense for me. It's very good. I love this. This is starting in my brain in English. Yes.
Nice. Great. So guys, that's it. So you can also learn English by playing games, right? And I guess that's the most, I think it's the coolest way to learn English, when you're doing it with something that you like. Because if you don't like, you just come to classes and then you talk a little bit and then you leave. It's not that fun. You learn doing things that you like. So if you like to listen to music, if you like to watch series, if you like to play games, you can practice English there as well, right?
It's
Depends.
It
depends.
I played Final Fantasy. I don't know. Eu não sabia nada de inglês. Eu jogava Final Fantasy, gente.
No.
Yeah, but at least you understood things there, right? More or less.
Nothing.
No.
I know nothing.
No, but you could understand on the game. If you played, you could understand.
Yes,
Not
very
literally,
intuitive. This mission is very intuitive, but this RPG, the history, this is very, very big, this game.
Yeah.
And this mission is very intuitive, but these histories, these lores, and very complicated, this understanding, but I try. And eu jogava com detonado impresso, assim, para tirar dúvida.
Oh my God, people don't do that anymore. People don't print things. We just look online and that's it.
Yes.
Me too, Vanessa. I play my games with my window open in Google Translation and put on translation every time.
Come on, Deb, but you don't need that anymore.
No?
No.
Nowadays, no. But in my past, yes.
You don't need that anymore. You don't need Google Translate. Come on, girls. You passed through that.
When I have new cards, so crazy about the translations, everything.
Yes. This magic is very complicated, these translations.
Yeah. It's because it's not a vocabulary we are used to use. Right, we don't say name of spells in our routine,
reborn
right?
is renascer. It's difficult.
Yeah. In that case, you can use Google Translate.
Makes sense. One time makes sense, but it's important.
Yeah, practice makes perfection, right? So that's it. Guys, girls. So girls, Julia, why do you think people like to play TTRPG?
I think because they can be part of a group, they can socialize, and that's fun. But also because of the history, because it's a complex history to learn. So I don't know. I think the history can be interesting to know more.
Yeah, that's it. I totally agree with you. I think it's the same way. Personally, I like to because I can be with my friends. It's a time that I can have fun with them. That's why I like it. But and that's I guess that it's for everybody has the same opinion that it's great for you to be with people that you like doing something that you like, right? Just like other game. But what about you, Vanessa? Why do you think people like to play TTRPG?
I think this normal. For me, it's normal because it is people have different kinds for play, diversão, and
And of fun.
enjoying fun.
Mhm.
I don't recriminate this.
What?
Recriminar.
I don't use that word even in Portuguese, but I don't know. You don't like I try to speak try to say another word because I don't know that even in Portuguese. What does that mean in Portuguese?
Você como é que eu vou explicar?
Julgamento?
Você julgar.
You don't
Não,
judge.
Jojo.
You don't judge.
I don't recriminate this other people and other players and enjoy it and fun. I think this is normal, but it's different category.
Yeah. Yeah, people have different kinds of fun, right? I may have fun doing one thing, Grazi has fun doing other thing, and that's it, right? But and I guess all of us agree that people like to do those things just to have fun, right? To be with people that you like, doing something that you like. That's it. And you, Deborah, why do you think people like to play TTRPG?
I guess it is about it's like you jumping another words. Yeah. I think this is very different about your real life. About the new countries and about the new stories. It's about you can possibility. Yeah, this is about this. But my best guess is about you jumping another words. Yeah, it's a fiction.
That's a great guess because there's also that, right? You can be in other universe, right? You can spell things, you can do different things, you have adventures, missions. So it's a total different thing.
Yes.
Right. And it's nice to do something different than our routine and those things. I know that's not real, but it's a game and you pretend it's real. So it's really nice. And I guess that's it as well. I totally forgot of this point, but that's it. You can enter another universe, another world, and you can be there doing something that you like and pretending you were there. And that's it, guys. So, Julia, have you ever heard of Dungeons and Dragons, the first TTRPG invented? It's famous right now because of Stranger Things, right? Everybody knows that because of Stranger Things.
No, I heard before Stranger Things, but I never played it, but I know what it is.
Nice. And you, Deborah, have you ever heard of Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh, it's specific in the gaming. I don't remember, but in my games, for example, in a usual game, I have Dangerous in the game, Dangerous in the Dragons, and I prefer dragons. I love this because I think it is very strong. Yeah, I think it is. I love this.
Nice.
Actually, I love all the things about the fictions. I love film, series, movies. I love this.
Me too. I love fiction. So I like to read like Harry Potter. Let's see, Hunger Games, Lord of the Rings, Narnia. All of those things that are fictional. I think they're really nice. and they are all really nerds. And I like to add something here because there are only girls here, and we're talking about something that mainly is consumed by boys, right? These kind of things, it's a total male thing. They like to play those things, and we don't have any boy here today. So it's nice to see that the girls are talking about something that is mainly male, right? And it's really nice to see that.
But this is here in Portugal, this is made in Space Store about nerds. Yeah, this I don't know in English is about coisas nerds. Here,
nerd things.
things. Yeah. This is normally you see girls a lot thing, a lot.
Yeah, but nowadays, right?
Yes,
Like
but
in the past, it wasn't like that. Girls were not supposed to like those things, right?
Yeah,
they needed to like other things. And nowadays, even nowadays, it's hard to find a girl who likes to play RPG or play games, play video games, because that's mainly male, right?
And by the way, in the play games online, you not see girls, but you has girls, but girls.
It's hard to find them. It's hard
I
to
don't know
find
English, but yes, but no English, but elas se escondiam about.
They hide. They used to hide.
Yes.
No, that's totally true.
I like do this, observe this point, and in RPG is normally these girls and se esconder.
They hide.
They hide because is more são muitos, né, haters.
There are a lot of haters.
Game, and it's very difficult to point in this game. It is important question too, because these girls nowadays ainda
they still,
how can I say,
they still
don't have more space these groups, and it's very difficult this point. And I found strange that there are no boys here today.
Yeah, I thought that they would come today, and there's no one.
And this interesting point, and this woman have space. Elas devem, this woman should this space. I don't know. And
should have this space.
Should have, yes, should have this space in the games. It's very important to liberty, expression liberty, and develop abilities and insertion in these groups.
No, that's totally true. And we can see that not only in RPG, but in any online games, because in the internet, there are a lot of people who are crazy, right? Internet is like it's a horrible place. It can be a wonderful place or a horrible place. And I love to play video games. So for example, my favorite one is GTA. I guess most of you know it, right? And there, if you play online, you can see a lot of people who are like crazy, sexist. They don't like women. They are crazy. And once a guy told me, "What are you doing here? You're a girl. You're supposed to be like shopping and doing girl things. Why are you here? Why are you playing?" I'm here playing because I want to play. I like to play, and that's why I play. And yes, and we think sexism is only on serious things, and it's not. It's even on our games and what we like to do. Right, so it's a crazy thing, and it's really nice to see girls talking about those things, because guys, I know it's not serious. It's something that it's a hobby for most people. Games, it's a hobby, right? But we need to talk that we can have different hobbies, right? We can play video games, we can like RPG, we can do different things, right? And we should be accepted in that spaces, right? Because they belong to us as well, right?
Yeah.
Is it an activity like any other?
Exactly.
I don't know these things, these crazy things,
Yeah.
this that the woman not play these games and
They are bad. They don't know how to do.
yes,
Yes.
We always hear the situations. Always. You are a girl. You don't know how to play this correctly. Let me explain to you how it works.
Oh, so boring.
I'm tired of these things because I know how. If I'm there, I know how to play. I know how to do things. It doesn't mean that I'm a girl that I don't know. I do know, and not that I'm the best player in those games. There are competitive games because like RPG is not a competitive game, right? There's no winner or loser or anything. But in competitive games, usually they think we're bad because we're girls, and it doesn't make sense because we know how to play, right? We can play, and it's really sexist to hear those situations. And since I like to be, I like to play video games, I like to be in those situations. I get really angry because it happens all the time, and it's really really boring. I hate.
is normally is very normal acontecer
To happen.
o mansplaining.
Yeah.
It's very common. I hate this, but it's very common. Unfortunately, it's very common.
Yeah, mansplaining now it's kind of a meme, right? Because people really put these things not what it is, but it happens a lot. Like seriously, it's not. It's a serious thing that we need to talk about because men love to explain things to women, even though they know it, right? And it happens even in games, right? And
Every time.
girl, every time on our work, right? It happens all the time. It's nice to have only girls here to talk about that because all of us know what it feels, right? So yes, that's hard. It's hard to be a lady, but we are. So let's continue. So Julia, do you like any other role play based entertainment like theater, for example, where you need to role play?
When I need to roll and when I'm just watching.
No, you do the thing. You were there acting.
No, I never acting in a theater. No. Just when I was a kid in school and stuff like that.
But did you
I
like
think,
it?
yeah, I like it.
Nice, that's the main point, right? But guys, it's so nice. Try one time. It's great. Vanessa, do you like any other role play based entertainment like theater?
I don't know. I consider me shy for the theater, for example, but I'm show se apresentar.
I showed.
I showed very well in professional area, but I don't have same abilities in theater, for example, and I don't know. I have more desenvoltura, não sei.
I don't know how to say that in English. You do better in your work, right? You can handle yourself better, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but I guess in your work it's because you know what you're talking about, right? You know the things, and then you feel confidence to talk to other people about something that you know, right? So I guess that's what happened because mainly because I can say by myself that's what happened to me. When I'm talking about something that I don't know, I'm really shy and I don't want to talk. But if I'm talking about something that I know how it is, so I can handle myself better. And I guess that's what happened in our classes because as you can see, I talk too much. But when I'm talking about something that I don't know or I don't like, I'm shy and I don't want to talk that much. And maybe that's what happens, right? When you're talking about your work, you really don't mean the topic, right? You really know what you're talking about. So maybe that's what happens. And you, Deborah, do you like any other role play based entertainment, such as theater?
No, definitely no.
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 Why not?
I totally agree. Vanessa said it's about I don't have theater. I don't have how can I say skill about this theater. And but in my environment job, for example, okay, by environment work, sometimes I can, but this is normal for me in job, in working, okay, but it's like a hobby. No, this is so crazy for me. You can see, vocês podem ver, and I no start my video because it's live.
Yeah, it's live on YouTube. I
Yes.
truly wish that I wasn't with my camera open as well. Guys, since I started doing these live things and being like a streamer, I'm really ashamed. I get really
Yes.
nervous. I get really nervous here. I don't know. I don't like it so much.
I try about this is live about my English because I love speaking English here, but I have to be shy about live. Yeah.
I try improve my English, my bad English.
My bad English.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Stop with that.
Actually,
Eu estou passando vergonha ao vivo.
Yes.
No, you're not.
You're so
Come
brave,
on, girl.
Vanessa and Julia. But
Guys, don't be like that.
I
Come on, you're in
try.
the stream.
But I'm improving my mistakes. I improve my mistake in English. I improve my mistakes in here.
That's it. You need to be brave, right?
Yeah.
You need to be. That's how we learn. That's it.
That's it.
So, girls, let's move on to the next question. Most TTRPG are medieval fantasy themed. Do you know any other media with this theme? Movies, songs, TV series, etc.? There is one really famous nowadays. There is The Witcher on Netflix, right? It's medieval fantasy and people used to like it a lot. And it comes from a video game, right? That it's a kind of RPG. And it's really nice. And personally, I like it a lot. But what about you, Julia? Do you know any other medieval fantasy theme, movie, series?
I like The Witcher, Game of Thrones is
Game of Thrones.
kind of Vikings.
Vikings.
But it has a lot of others in Netflix and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true. And they are really nice. Personally, I like those medieval things and because I like the fights. I think they're really nice. And you, Vanessa, do you know any other medieval fantasy themed movie series?
I know several movies and series, especially in China's.
Chinese.
Yes.
Really?
This novela. I don't know.
Soap opera.
Soap opera. Chinese soap operas is very, very interesting. This
Really?
medieval,
No, that's so random.
It's very, very cool. It's very interesting. I like so much this. For example, one series in Netflix, Chinese, The Untamed. This name is Untamed, and the other. And se vocês quiserem saber, pesquisa lá, série chinesa no Netflix, tem um monte.
They are all medieval themes. They are all
Yes. Oh, same. Some soap operas is medieval themes. But in Netflix são poucas que tem. But it's very interesting. I like so much this watching in the Rico. I don't know. This platform specifically for the soap operas and series, Chinese series. It's very.
I've never heard of Chinese series. I've never known no one who watched Chinese. Yeah, so
and in common time, this Game of Thrones, and Dota too. is series, Netflix series is for only RPG. MMO RPG. And the Stranger Things, this characters play
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons. It's common. I don't know.
Stranger Things is really, that's, I guess most people know RPG nowadays because of Stranger Things, because they play Dungeons and Dragons there, and it became really famous. And because RPG is like an old thing, like people used to play. My dad used to play RPG, and we see a few people playing nowadays. But since Stranger Things showed Dungeons and Dragons, a lot of people are knowing RPG and they are liking it because it's really cool, guys. So they are knowing it because of Stranger Things, because Stranger Things is like a huge success, right? So it's nice to see that. I personally, I like, because it's a really good thing and it really improves your social skills. And nowadays we need mostly children to improve their social skills, because they are so addicted to technology that they don't improve their social skills, and they need that. So RPG is a way that they can mix technology and social skills, right? So I guess it's a nice way out of this addiction to technology. Deborah, do you know medieval fantasy team series, movies, something like that?
I love this, but I don't remember right now name specific, but I remember very well about Gods and Game of Thrones. I watch all the series, and I don't remember right now this series, but it recently in Netflix is about the Thrones. I don't remember. This is, and actually, Graciela said for me is about series, is very interesting, but I don't remember. Actually, I prefer specific is about witchers or magic. Was very, very strange. Yeah. I speak this. I'm very strange, but I love this. But I remember right now, God.
Okay. Guys, can you believe I've never seen Game of Thrones? I saw like 2 episodes and then I didn't like it so much. Yeah. I saw 2 episodes and I thought, I didn't like it, and then I've never seen it.
But I understand you, because it's, in time is very boring. Yeah.
Yeah, in the beginning, I guess every city in the beginning is really boring. But Game of Thrones for me was I didn't like it, and then I didn't continue. But I think someday I will continue, because everybody says it's so nice, it's so incredible, and then I want to know why it's so incredible, right? But I guess one day I'll continue to watch Game of Thrones. I promise one day I will, but not now. I just didn't like the beginning of the series. I didn't like, because in the beginning of the series you can see a lot of relatives getting together, right? They have those things that they like to be with their relatives, and for me that was so weird. I didn't like it, and then I just gave up. I'm not here for that. I won't watch it, and then I gave up. But one day I'll continue.
But it's just a little part of the history.
Yeah, they have like infinitive seasons, right? They have a lot of seasons, so I guess that's a small part. I will continue one day, guys. I promise, but not now.
You know sufficient informations enough to say you know the series.
Yeah, I just watched 2 episodes, so I really don't know nothing about. I know there are dragons and families that don't like each other. I know only that. That's it. The main point, or not? So yeah. So let's move on to the next one. I guess it will be the last one. But so I'll go to question number 10, because I guess it's better than the others. Do you think RPG it's a game that adults can play as well, or only children? Personally, I think everyone can play, because it's something that you don't need. It doesn't have an age for you to play. It depends on the story that you're playing. right? So I guess everybody can play it. That's my opinion. Julia, what do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think more adults play it than kids, or just middle-aged people like to play. But everybody can.
And you, Vanessa, do you think that's a game adults can play as well? I know your answer, but still.
Course, my friend. This is very important for working the mind. I consider this important, but the adults don't have a time.
Good point, Vanessa.
Don't have a time and don't have the same patience for the past, and don't have money too, because the games is very expensive. But D&D, I think this internet, this tools for this game, but se você for jogar ao vivo, né, no modo tradicional é caro, é muito caro.
Yeah, the board games are very expensive.
It's very expensive, and but I consider very, very good and important for working and develop mind, and not para não envelhecer, né, a mente. This is very important for us, for everyone. Play this game. Oh, I would like see that one game is very interesting for working mind. This Age of Mythology is very, very interesting. Você não desenvolve Alzheimer se você jogar isso.
Yeah, everything that you need to think, it's very good. And RPG, you need to think a lot. So it's a great thing for you to practice your mind and keep it working, right?
Yes, Magic, this example, Hearthstone too, because this develop these abilities and work your mind, the strategy, and it's very, this caça-palavras, I don't know say to this, é a caça-palavras da atualidade. Os mais velhos não faziam no caderninho, comprava lá na banca de jornal, aí fazia caça-palavra. Então.
I do crosswords until today, okay? I'm 20 years old and I do crosswords. I'm like 80 years old in my mind because I love to play chess. I love to do crosswords. Guys, I love it. I'm old school. And you, Deborah, do you think that's a game adults can play as well?
Yes. Totally agree about the adult play games. But I agree, Vanessa said about sometimes adults don't have a time about the new play. But in addition to this, I think sometimes, I guess, building games building is specific adult. I don't know English. You understand, guys?
Like board games that are specific.
No, building is specific. São construídos especificamente para adultos.
They are made specifically for adults.
Made. Thank you. I think it is, but it is important. My mind is play games in cards. I love games, and I love old games and new games. And Gaziel is my friend. Is having a lot of I don't know in English, tabuleiro.
Board games.
Board games, yes. Physical board games. I love this. It's about the new games. I go Graziella homes and play games with her. Yes.
That's nice to see. Guys, I think the best board game ever is War. I love war.
I have one.
I have to. I love war. It's my favorite. If I had time, I would play war every day. And if my friends had time as well, because you can play alone, right? And it's my favorite.
Sometimes I love, sometimes I hate. But
yeah, it depends. In the middle of the game,
Yes.
I hate. If I'm losing, I hate.
Yes.
But it's so good to develop strategy and your
Yes.
logic, guys. It's so good, and you need to have a poker face there, right? So because no, I'm not attacking you because I want to. I'm attacking you because I need, and that and that's something you need to do. And guys, war is so cool. I love war. Play games, girls. It's so cool. I love to play games.